to stay positive. You know, it's early in the season. We've gone through some situations this year with the weather, and it's always tough to hit in the cold, as you say. And you know, guys get out of whack sometimes. And just stay positive and keep reinforcing the positive things that they need to do individually to have success at the plate. And, you know, the main thing is slowing it down. You saw it with Jonathan Scope the other night. He slowed it down and got a change up that he hit down left field line for an RBI. And then, you know, he had the base hit to center field with the bases loaded. So it's just a matter of these guys just feeling it in the box and just keep reinforcing that positiveness to them.
Do you see, with all the discussion about uppercuts and velocities and all that, a change in what you're seeing from pitching so far?
Well, I think the biggest thing is that, you know, everybody's aware of it, but, you know, when you get guys trying to actually make that move or, you know, create that uppercut swing, I think that's when you get in trouble. And guys have to understand how you create a better launch angle. And a lot of that is just the old school way. You know, you stay back on the ball and you hit the ball more out front, and, you know, some good things happen. You know, it does make sense that, you know, you almost let the fastball travel longer and then you hit the breaking ball out front, and that keeps you back. And so it's just, you know, a different way of saying it in the new era from the old school way.
Yeah. I'm noticing that some of the BP times, not necessarily with the Orioles, have been very short for the teams that we've seen so far. Minnesota came in, Toronto came in, they went out for a very short period of time. Are they players cutting down on the number of BP swings?
I think it's just a matter of how they feel. You know, if they're feeling real good, you know, guys will take a couple rounds. If they're not feeling as well, they'll go out there a little bit longer. I just think it's a preference for each individual, and you know, as a hitting coach, you kind of set the times where each group gets around 15 minutes, and you have three groups that's usually 45 to 50 minutes, you know, for BP, and sometimes it's shorter, sometimes it goes all the way to that 50 minutes, sometimes pushing it a little bit. So I think it's just based on how they're feeling.
Do you have a feeling about that in the number of swings taken in the course of a year?
You know, I think it starts to wear on you. You only have so much energy you can expend in a game, and, you know, with the high level intensity that it requires for you to play, the focus, I think sometimes you have wasted energy when you're taking too many swings in BP and in the cages. And, you know, that's a hard thing for players to cut down, because they have great work ethic and they want to try harder when things aren't going well. So it usually translates into too much work. So, you know, you try to let them know, hey, you got to back off a little bit. It's a long season, and, you know, stay mentally tough.
General overview of what do you expect to see from Red Sox pitchers, if there is such a thing for this series?
Well, I think that, you know, they're going well. I mean, obviously they're playing well, and we've always matched up well with them. We know what they have from the, you know, pitching front with Eduardo Rodriguez tonight. You know what he's going to feature. It's just a matter of us commanding the strike zone and getting good pitches to hit. And when we get those opportunities, which we've really done a good job of as of late, just getting them in. And that's what we haven't been able to do, is get that big hit. And sometimes we get sped up just a little bit where we're trying to do too much. And if we just slow it down and stay within ourselves, I think we'll be fine.